Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Auto Transport Intel. It is noon. It is Friday. That means it is time for Cars on the Move with Ty in the transport parking lot, where we connect dealers, auctions, and carriers. I want to get right to it, but do me a favor, leave a like, click share, click copy. We got an awesome show going on today. If you don't know what's going on, go to autotransportintel.com, click on sign up. Become an ATI insider. Jump in the live chat. Put your comments in the below in the YouTube description. Here we go. Ty, what's going on, man? What are you doing?
Well, I'm in a different transport parking lot today. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I'm in St. Louis transport parking lot. Came through. It's cold out. I don't know if you know that or not, but it's super cold. And so I walked through, and guess what I saw, dude? No joke. Check this out. Can you see this behind me here?
So yeah. Oh, hey.
Look at that. Look at that. And it's up here too. Look.
I spy Black Widow.
Yeah. You know that one thing that they put on the ground? Can you see that?
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the floor plate.
Yeah. So I guess they drive them through here and
yeah,
check them out. I didn't know that.
dude.
But there's a real live one right here. That's interesting too. It's got a mirror and all kinds of cool stuff. But anyway, yeah, back to car hauling. I got my friend Hendrik with me too. Did you know that?
What's
Still
up,
have
Hendrik? Yeah, man. Hendrik is with you.
Hendrik, come on, let's go. We got to go find the mic guy. We're trying to help a guy. We ran into a guy that we know. He's pulling cars, and we learned, this is what's fun. This is why people hate the auction so much, because they really don't make life easy. See behind me here? See those gates or
Yeah.
doors?
Yeah.
Okay, now look over here behind me. See that?
Parking lot.
Okay, now look here behind me. Watch this. This is crazy. So if you're a car hauler, this is what's crazy about hauling cars. Okay, there are the cars.
No
Right?
problem. Yeah.
All right. So what would be the fastest way to get to those cars from this building? Just cut through, right?
Oh, yeah.
Save a couple steps so you don't have to come all the way around and go all the way over there.
Yeah.
No, if you're a car hauler, you can't cut through there. You just got to walk all the way around the building. And the best part, so we ran into this one guy, he's walking beside us, and we're like, hey, are you a car hauler? Yeah. How do you like it up here? I hate to walk. I hate this place. Watch, here comes a van. He says, watch. Here comes a van. He says, hey, stop. Can I get a ride? No. It's an empty van. An empty van. No, I can't. That's not my job. I can't give you a ride. I watched it. I wish I would have had it on video. It's like 5 degrees out here. No, I can't give you a ride to get your cars out of your lot. Are you serious? That really just happened. I watched it. And we wonder why nobody wants to haul cars. And we wonder why the transport guys suck so bad.
Whoa. Whoa.
I don't know. Really, that really happened. There's nobody in the van. Nobody. It's a 15-passenger van. The dude's walking to go get his cars. Can I have a ride, please? No. And took off. Didn't even say have a good day. So, back to car hauling. You want to be a car hauler? Ty's always like, go to the auction. That's where you get all the cars.
I think that should be on LinkedIn. I think it's time to bring this stuff to LinkedIn. I've been trying to do that. We should show the warm, empty van. Okay, can I get a ride?
I think we should call that corporate went woke, right? What happens when corporate goes woke? They go broke. Nobody wants to come to your auction because you don't help. You make it so hard to get in. You make it so hard to get out. Why do we want to come here?
And I deal with this with just, putting shows together. When I hear I'm going to run it by corporate, that's basically a warm, empty van that ain't going to pick me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to this auction before. It used to be just sea of cars. Way back over there, that used to be just packed full. It's not. I think it's something to do with somebody went woke. We don't want to help the car haulers, and we want the dealers to make sure that they pay us all the money all the time. And we're not going to help them either. Screw the dealer, screw the transport guy. We're going digital. We don't care about anybody. Go fly a kite.
And we don't want you to talk like that. Because like Silverman puts, no one gives an S, but where's my car, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So the dealer wants to know where his car is. The dealer is the customer of the auction. The auction says, yeah, we got all the cars. Just pay us money. Good luck. It's somewhere over there in 10 acres. And if you find it and it's got a dead battery, don't worry, we won't help you with that either. You got to walk all the way back where you just came from to find a jumper. Why didn't you just carry one?
And
no help. No help.
And we're paying the same $75 we've been doing since 1976.
Yeah. I would cut through the deal there, but you're not supposed to. So I did get to see the cool Black Widow, though. Man,
that was
live.
Cool. Well, so, you know, good
What's
with the
the
bad.
Black Widow about again?
Hey, consistent high-resolution images in seconds. Actually, there's a lot of Black Widow information material coming out because...
Hey, watch this. This is funny.
Oh, what do you got?
I got a car hauler guy here.
Oh,
hey, buddy,
cool.
are you a car hauler? Do you get a ride? Do they have a ride? You got to walk all the time.
Yeah, I'm fine with my car.
You got to walk,
Do you
though?
know where they are? Yeah.
You know where?
What is it?
How many you got?
Just one.
Just one? See ya. He didn't want any help.
Well, and
He's happy.
listen, but he knows.
He likes to walk.
Well, no, he's been, you know, he knows the drill. You know, in this woke world we've got now, you can't talk about stuff. You get demonetized. We got social credits coming. Come on now.
Yeah. It's here, man.
He doesn't want to ruin his social credits. I get that. Our social credits are destroyed. Hendrik is here with us. Hey, what's up, Hendrik? How's it going? How's everything going this week?
Super good, super cold weather.
Yeah.
Super big fields, nobody there. Some drivers who are searching on the cars. They know it is here. It is somewhere in St. Louis, but they don't know where. They're gonna find it today. If not, maybe tomorrow. They're gonna get it.
Right.
Eventually.
On his
But
phone, it
somebody's
just says
putting pressure
St.
on.
Louis. Yeah.
Well, we got to get back in the sun. It's too cold. So back
Yeah.
to auctions and buyer confidence. Black Widow. Black Widow is here, which I'm going to assume there's a digital online auction here. And what do we want? We want buyer confidence. What's buyer confidence? Consistent photos, right? So these guys here, huh? Yeah, this way. Okay. Yeah, we can't find Mike. He's probably back at the truck. We'll find him. So online auctions are a big deal, which is a perfect segue to our guest today. Do you guys know who we got today? Will Morris. Wait till you hear what this guy talks about.
The car auction coach. And I just want to point this out is that the whole consistent images, you may be like, yeah, consistent images, I don't know. Well, wait until when you see a list of cars and the images are all whatever, you suddenly realize, whoa, that's not going to work. Like, nobody mails a big catalog of stuff with random photos. Maybe some are blurry, maybe some are at night. Who knows? You can't do that. And Black Widow makes everything look uniform, like you know what you're doing. Do you want to look like you know what you're doing? Use Black Widow. Do you not want to? Yeah.
Here's the van that can't help sitting here just idling.
Oh, at least it's there. Hey,
It's
we
warm,
found
too.
it. I think there's Danishes and OJ in there.
Sorry, Black Widow, online, images, online. So, what's cool, you know why I got Hendrik hanging around me all the time now? Hold on, it's a little loud. They got the heater. Blowing the propane heater. This is the gate. You guys know what the gate is? It's where you check in and check out at an auction, right? The gate. Okay, back to online auctions. Big deal.
All right, let's do it. Let's bring in Will. Here we go, Will. Camera one. If you're watching, and he's either watching or he's just ready, but he knows that 10 after on noon on Friday, January 21st, 2022, Will Morris is making his debut appearance on Auto Transport Intel, live on Cars on the Move. Here he comes. You hear the doorbell. Will Morris, the car auction coach, is joining us live, getting situated, get everything going. By the way, I forgot to say hello to everybody in the live chat. Thank you for saying hello and tuning in. Here's Will Morris, the car auction coach. Will, can you see us?
We can see it and hear you. I got 10 by 10 pounds. I can see it live. And Ty, walk back out there. What were you looking for? You walked right past that silver Impala, you dummy. You missed it. It was right there. Go.
I know.
Go back and get it. Right? Listen to this. It's amazing because I don't know who said or the phrase. The more things change, the more they stay the same, or is it vice versa? Right? I mean, listening to you guys talk about that, right? But at the same time, and I think what we want to touch on a little bit today is, and this could sting a little bit, okay? And I'm just going to say it. And I'm talking to you guys that are at the auctions pulling cars, okay? You might have created some of that yourself historically, okay? You'd come into the auction yards all hours of the day. You never observed the speed limits. You used another car to drive around in, didn't put it back in its spot, okay? And the auctions probably went too far and overcorrected and bolted the place down. Now we've all got to walk around the building. What's the air temperature there today, Ty? I can see your guys' faces are red, and you're walking around the building into the cold wind. I get it. But I think that's what we're addressing today a little bit, okay? And when we look at the future market and how competitive it is, right? How is it that we're going to be able to combat these things, right? I think sometimes we look at the relationship with the physical car auction kind of with a antagonistically, okay? We've got a little bit of a fight going on there, right? So I don't think we're going to fix that today, but we have to recognize that. And some of it is born in some of the bad habits that as transporters we had over the years, okay? So I do think that's part of it, right? But in terms of how you're going to compete, okay, and the little things that you can do, right, would be, and let's take that example there today. And I saw that guy that you just randomly, he's there for one car, right? Would be, this is a brotherhood, right? You find yours, you see a transporter coming around. Now I know you got to go, but give that guy a ride. Pick him up, turn around, give him a ride, okay? And help each other a little bit. We do that anyhow. We're not talking about things that we don't already know. But more specifically, I think, and one of the things that we want to look at is, and you mentioned that yard in St. Louis. Now, Ty, you know that yard, okay? How far off is the volume at that auction compared to what it was 4 or 5 years ago?
Oh, God, I don't even want to guess. But, 4 or 5 years ago, that's probably about how long I've been here. I'd say half.
Okay. Yesterday, and it could have been published earlier this week, but Auto Remarketing, I don't know if any of you guys subscribe to that, okay? But there was an article in there that the NAAA reported that in 2021, car volume sold at auction were down 13%. And they use a different measure. They say those are vehicles 8 years and newer. Okay, so I think it's a little bit heavier than that, quite frankly. But we've noticed that, right? And you're seeing it right there in that lot. It's more than 13%. You're saying what? It's half off from where it is there, right? Okay, it's right after the first of the year. The market's beginning to ramp up yet. Maybe they're not up to speed yet. There could have been a snowstorm there last week, and there's not an indictment on that facility. I don't even know where you guys are. I thought I saw corporate M there. It doesn't matter, okay? But they might have pushed some of that business over to the digital side, right? And that's another thing that we've got to talk about now, right? Because if you're a traditional transporter, you've hinged on your Friday auction, or that auction was, what day is the auction you guys are at? Was it Wednesday or Thursday this week? When was that auction? Thursday, okay, and there it is Friday. Those guys, the guys in the yard, the guy driving around in the van, he wants to button his yard up. He wants to get the hell out of there for the weekend, right? But I think if we're working together there a little bit more cooperatively, we can help take down some of those barriers, right? And all of a sudden, finding that car on a late Friday afternoon can be a little bit easier, right? But let's go back to the digital equation, right? Because you're looking, and if you have got your eggs in that basket at that auction where you are traditionally, that's what you've relied on, and it's off by 35, 40, 50%, you've got to get comfortable with going out and finding new business. And I think that's a challenge for some of us. And I say the gray-haired guys, if you've got a book of business, you've had the same dealers for years and years and years, you've been at St. Louis, or you've been at Orlando, you've been at Greensboro, you've been at Odessa, Boston, and you've had plenty of business to go around. That has changed now, hasn't it? And although we think we're in a dip of cars right now, the real dip, guys, is coming 2 or 3 years from now because there hasn't been any new cars to sell this year. The availability of cars has shifted. Okay. And 13% of them, according to Auto Remarketing and the NAAA, okay, have left the auction lanes. Those cars still got wholesale and they went digital. So are you doing everything you can to embrace the digital dispatch channels? A, right? And is your business, and I'm talking to the guy that maybe has one Dodge Ram with one Kaufman 3-car pin on the back of it, is your business positioned digitally so that you can attract that new business, right? Simple things like, and I see this all the time. When I was on the road, ACB was getting started and we're into a new market and we'd open up a new market. And the first thing we ran into was a shortage of guys with 3-car carriers to get those older, higher mileage cars quickly moved out of there, right? And we'd see a car on the road. My sales team and I, we would leave, we'd pull over, we'd see a guy in a rest stop. Maybe he had 1 on or 2 on. And I would bang on his window, get his attention, right? And say, hey, listen, I'm a new auction in town. I need help with transporters. Give me your business card so I can get you onto my load board. Ty, some of these guys don't have business cards, okay? Right? And how is it that you're going to go out and attract new business? Something simple like that. So again, where business is shifting, I submit, I'm on the road a lot still. I'm driving all over the place, up and down 81, down towards Knoxville, and up and down 95, and out 90 towards Buffalo and so forth. There's no shortage of cars, okay? The channels in which they're being wholesaled is shifting. So if you're not shifting your business right now, you've got to get over onto a new platform, and either it's a way of thinking, or you literally have to log in to a program like this, learn how to use the dispatch boards, and then change your thinking. Okay, and I think the next 12, 18 months, it's going to continue to be challenging. The availability of cars may or may not be there. So if you're struggling to fill your truck right now, okay, think outside the box. I know that's a cliche, but you probably have to engage more than the auction route that you're running, and you've got to get comfortable looking at the digital dashboard. So, but Jay, anything else, or Ty, anything else you need me to address?
No.
Wow.
Sorry. That was amazing.
Got distracted when they almost hit you out there. Get out of the traffic, you two dummies. Move.
What?
So get out of traffic. It looks like you almost got hit there.
No, we were laughing. Remember the guy we said that they wouldn't give a ride?
Yeah.
And then we were like, yeah, the dead battery. Literally, he just walked all the way back. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? It's dead. I got to go get my battery. Look, he's still walking.
Yeah.
He's still going.
Yep.
For one car.
Well,
You know
think
how
about
much
that.
these guys just walked?
Yeah. And listen, it's winter. And it's a 200,000 mile. I was talking to one of the guys, a friend of mine up in Albany. We talked about we talked about this, that these guys will show up to pull a car off a lot in January in northern upstate New York, right? A 200,000 mile beater Honda Accord. They don't have a jump box. They don't have any gas on their truck. And then they, pardon my French, but they bitch and moan about the dealership not being able to help them get the car moved, right? So it's like just those little things that we've got to do better as professional transporters, okay? So that we're better prepared when we get to either an auction lot or a dealership storage lot, so that you can more quickly expedite getting that car moved, okay? The dealership digitally wants that car off his lot. That's just one big objection right now about digital auctions, is if the car gets sold, it's easy, right? Boom, car's sold, but there it sits. And then you show up today to get it.
We have been talking about that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So go ahead.
That doesn't get talked about enough, though, does it? Is that
no.
That vehicle's got to get off the lot.
It's got to move fast, and that's the new business we're talking about. And if you're there, you pick that vehicle off the load board, and you move it quickly. Right? These algorithms, they still don't know what an algorithm is. I mean, not that smart, right? But these algorithms recognize that you are more timely than the other transporters on that board. You can get more assignments. So if you say you're going to be there on a Thursday, you got to be there on a Thursday. Get that car moved.
No, come on.
Hey, man, he's busy.
He's not
right?
happy.
You just made me think, what if AAA had to park a mile away? Right?
Happy. Okay. He's happy. He's happy that he gets to walk. So that's a positive.
I don't believe that at all.
Yeah, no, I can't. We can barely hear him. Kind of catching pieces, but I think what I'm hearing is if you're a transporter, you should probably keep your eyes open to all kinds of opportunities. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Will, take it away.
Yeah, I think let's not paint this any other way than this is the way it's going to go. More cars are going to be going digital. Okay, been doing this over 30 years. I never thought I'd see it. Okay, and within a 4.5 year period of time, the digital competitors came in and quickly gobbled up 10-15% of the market, and they're just getting going. Okay,
Hey.
So go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, Will, you seem to be in the know. You've heard of KART Bravo?
I have.
Okay, what's KART Bravo doing?
Well, this is going to be GM's new thing, right? It's going to be this virtual but live source of cars, okay, where the customer can go directly to the car and purchase it directly, bypassing a couple different channels, okay? But now let's think about this. This is one of the other truisms. The more things change, the more they stay the same. You literally, Ty, maybe you know how to do this, right? Can you point and click on a car and move it? No. One of you guys has got to show up, strap it to a bed and get it moved somewhere. Okay, so that's not changing. The market's going to change. The channels of which these cars will be exchanged are going to change. Okay, but you can't point and click on a car and have it move. Okay, an Eastern European guy like your friend there has got to show up in his Dirge Cummins with his 3-car, I always say Kaufman's, right? And you got to strap it down on a cold day like today, and you quickly got to get it moved to its intended destination. And when you get there, make sure you have a business card and you hand it to the used car manager that you're delivering it to. Thank him or her for their business. Ask them for a referral. If you got it there, clean, on time, and delivered when you said it was going to be, okay, there's a future pool of business right there. Don't even leave that lot without saying, hey, what do you have that you need moved? I'm heading back towards Syracuse. Can I take a couple with me? I'm sure we're doing that, but are we? You got to ask yourselves.
I want to jump in because I think, from what I've heard, I want to mention two problems. One is transportation logistics managers, dispatchers, whoever's in the office are not realizing the level of urgency and communication the driver's going through. And they make them wait in this live chat for an hour. I mean, that is insane. And I don't know how that gets fixed. It seems like there's still, I don't know, there's still a lot to do.
Well, I think that's what they probably call growing pains, right? And this just-in-time situation where you literally, and again, we saw this in the early days of ACV when it started. We'd get a car sold, and the guy who bought it was relatively close, and he had a driver in the area, and he'd show up to pick up the car. We didn't even have the bill of sale pulled to give to the title clerk in the dealership yet, right? So I think you can get the cart up in front of the horse if you're not careful there, right? I think you have to be logical. I think you have to have your routes planned, okay? And at the same time, yeah, you've got to be flexible enough to adapt to saying, all right, if I can sit still here, we'll use that example, right? Like you guys can pick up a couple. You're heading back east on 90 towards Syracuse. You can't wait 30 more minutes, Jay, 40 more minutes at, $425 a car. Right? There's almost $900 on the table there.
It's interesting you say that. Yeah, the driver could probably wait a little bit.
Sit still. While you're there, go into that auction and make a sales call. Introduce yourself to the GM or the assistant GM or to the lot manager. Let them know who you are, that you're a professional transporter, right? That I'm here to work with you, not against you.
This is good debate, Will, because I think the transporter feels like he's not allowed to do that because he's going to ruffle somebody's feathers who actually own the dispatch and the relationship, and so there's all this politics involved.
That's easy. Geez, guys, I'm sorry. Just making a sales call. I thought I'd come in and introduce myself. Tell you what, I won't ask you again. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. I'm going to go back and find that Impala. Thanks for the opportunity. That's all. It's just an objection. He just said no to something because you haven't given him the opportunity to say yes. He'll do more business with you. So,
well, hey, and you know what you just did? Sales is something not talked about enough in auto transport.
Right.
Am I wrong?
And we talk about this market now. We think there's a shortage of cars. Okay. Or we look down the road 2 or 3 years where there literally is going to be a shortage of cars. Okay. All these cars that weren't leased since the pandemic started, right? That creates air in the hose further down the road. So you've got to get your sales shoes on right now and build your business and prepare for the next market. And if you market yourself properly, and I'm talking about things like your physical appearance, the way you present yourself in the dealership. I know it's dirty work. I've moved cars myself. Doesn't look like it, but I have, okay? And anybody out there that knows me knows I wasn't afraid to do it. It's hard, dirty work. I get it, okay? But there's days when you're not as busy. That's an opportunity maybe to go in, clean up a little bit, take your hat off, go inside with your business cards that you're carrying, make a sales call and ask for more business. So I think there's things we can do to navigate through this right now, okay? Just brushing up our act a little bit, acting more professionally, asking for business, being better prepared in the winter months, jump boxes, gasoline, snow brooms, right? And then actively go into the places that you're delivering and picking up cars and introduce yourself. Thank them for the business and ask for a referral. I think that's how you navigate the market coming in.
That's weird because I feel like I've been saying that same thing for about 5 years now, or at least to these guys. It's pretty simple. Now, I want to task you here with, I've had a lot of guys, coached a lot of guys, go in, hey, get on a load board, take a load, go into a dealer where you live, do exactly what Will said. My name's Ty, I transport cars, I actually live here, our kids probably go to the same school, great. Hey, well, let's do business. I always buy cars from that same place that you got the car from. I'll just call you direct next time I get some. Oh, once somebody finds out about that, now we got a big problem. What's the big problem, Will?
Well, I mean, are you stepping on somebody else's toes here? I mean, are you
I don't know. I just got to look. Okay, I'll use names. I'll take the heat. All right, I've done it. Don't. Okay, we'll just say a load board. I signed up, not me personally, but I talked to a guy, signed up for a load board that actually we recommend. Okay, yeah, sign up. They got cars and they need carriers real bad. All right. He goes, he starts getting the car, he starts picking them up at the same place and taking them to the same place. So where he's taking them to, that's the guy that bought the car. Okay? Keep seeing the same guy. Now, the dealer says, Hendrik, you come here all the time. Why don't I just call you? Hendrik says, all right. So now that car that came from a load board is not on the load board for some reason. It still went through the transaction of an online sale from this guy to this guy, but now for some reason the car's not going through the load board. Somebody's just calling my buddy, my guy, direct. I'm calling my guy, go get it. I don't have to go through the BS. I don't have to go through the what fors. I just go get it.
Okay.
Now, some people have a problem with that, from what I understand.
This is directly parallel and runs right alongside, okay, cars being sold off the block at an auction. Same thing happens, right? The car comes through the chute or it runs digitally, whichever, right? We recognize, we know each other. We've done business before, right? The car does 10 grand. The floor is 10.2. He could sell it, right? But he says, no sale. You guys go around the corner. The car gets done off the block. The auction misses the auction fee. Okay, so we've got to question ourselves, and in both scenarios, I think it's the same analogy. I'm comparing the auction transaction to the transport function, right? Is that I started off and I said this before, we're all partners in this thing. Okay, it's a brotherhood.
No,
okay? We've got to be careful there. Okay, if you're a subscribe and you are a member of a load board, and those are the rules, and this is that's their sandbox. Okay, and this is the way it goes. Then dispatch the car through the load board, conduct business with both hands above table, okay? And again, it's the same thing with guys that are buying cars off the block at auction, okay? We all know who they are. We're not naming names today. The auction knows who they are. And some of these sometimes are our best customers, aren't they? Right? Some of our biggest guys at auction were selling cars off the block, okay? I don't subscribe to that. Let me just say that in both cases. Pay the auction fee, pay the load board fee, conduct business above hand. That way, you're not explaining anything to anybody in the future, right? Everything is perfectly transparent. We're professional transporters. Let's play by these rules. This thing is shifting like this, and we've got to navigate along with it. I think, and again, could sting a little bit. As independent guys, you've been successful yourselves. You forged your own path, doing things your way. Rules of the game are changing a little bit. And again, we talked, we're not picking on that site right there, but it's off by 40, 50%, okay? NADA says they're only missing 13%. Where do the cars go? Okay, they're over here being transacted digitally. Get yourself over onto the digital side of the equation. Start learning those rules. Don't cut the corners. Put your hands above board and do things transparently. Put your head down at night when you go to sleep. You feel good about yourself, and you don't have to tell anybody a story tomorrow. Pretty simple.
Yeah. Now, I didn't introduce Hendrik to you, Will, but Hendrik is from Germany, and he's our new equipment guy. He's actually builds car haulers. He's been doing it forever. So he shows us equipment. He shows us how his is better, why his works better, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not telling you that. What I am telling you is I've been with this guy for a solid 5 days, probably 6 hours a day. I've been in this business for 20 years. I can't understand what he's saying. The reason I can is because I'm an American, right? I do everything the way I want to do it, and I don't follow the rules because I'm American, right?
I don't know what it is, and I don't want to get myself in trouble. I'm new to this forum. I don't want people pointing fingers at me, but I can be a little salty sometimes. And Hendrik, I break on you guys mercilessly, and I always call you Russian. Now you're German, so I got to be careful there, right? But you're the hardest working SOBs there are. For some reason, these European guys love moving cars. We love you. Keep it up. Keep building trailers, and let's just elevate our game here a little bit going into these new markets, right? Get your act cleaned up, and let's elevate the perception and the reality of what a professional auto transporter is. I think that's how you navigate the next markets coming.
Absolutely. So what my point was, in hanging out with this guy, we keep butting heads. As we keep butting heads, I start to understand his logic actually makes sense. What they do actually makes sense for even an old crusty guy like me who just does it his way, right? They're actually becoming more efficient by the way they do stuff. So the cool part of this story is I'm in direct contact with Europe right now. I'm learning. We're going to try to blend. We're going to try to do a blend. So I'll have a better attitude, and maybe we'll all move more cars. How's that?
That's the name of the game, Bubba. Keep it. Cars on the move. Get them moving.
Cars on the move.
Yep. Keep them moving. Keep it rolling.
So on that, go ahead. On that note, we're going to wrap it up here in a second. But what were you going to say, Ty?
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say we're getting close to wrap up because I can't feel my fingers.
Right. It's got to be cold out there. So listen.
Hey, they're smarter in Europe than we are too. Hey, where's the gloves?
Right. He's probably fine. Exactly. Hendrik, thank you so much for your appearances this week and last week. Will, thank you so much for joining us today. I consider this a great success.
Yeah.
And
Good
we
job,
look forward to having you back if you have time.
I love it. Listen, anything I can do to help. Again, you can point and click on a car, but you can't point and click and move a car. We need you guys. I just need the transportation community to step it up a notch. Okay, let's brush it up a hair. Let's tighten our belt and adapt to the changes that are taking place there. You can still be independent and run your own domain and be the king of your kingdom. Okay, but let's make sure that we're adapting and weaving with where this thing is going, and I'll be right alongside with you. So,
and I'll tell you what, and on that, I think that a future topic, we could talk about the shippers and the dealers and the brokers. There's a lot of brushing up to do in this industry.
100%.
Oh, Jay!
But it's true, though. I mean, I know that's what the carriers are thinking in the live chat. In the live chat, somebody's thinking, wow, really? So Jay stands up for carriers every week, even though I don't drive and I don't even own a car shipping business. I know. And that guy's still walking around was he looking for his jump box or what's he doing now?
He found his jump box.
Oh, he got the jump
good,
box.
But we still haven't seen him come out.
Right, we got to see.
So he might be out of gas.
Car's out of gas. Yeah, naturally. It's a no sale. It's been hanging around for 2 weeks. The seller should have put a bullet through it 2 weeks ago. The car would already be moved.
Exactly. It was tied up in arbitration. It's over there.
Oh, another future topic. So
like
much
I said,
to talk about.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. A lot of this isn't going to change. We just gotta step it up a little bit and improve our game. You know, it's moving, it's migrating, it's bobbing, it's weaving. Move along with it. Okay, so brush it up, and And listen, guys, Jay and Ty, by all means, if I can contribute in the future, or if there's anything else you want to hear from, Will Morris, this car auction coach, that's kind of new. But I'm on LinkedIn. Somebody's got my phone number. If you need to contact me, let me know. I can help you interact with the auctions. Don't look down the barrel of those brick and mortar auctions. They've been good to you over the years. Okay, so you got to reduce that friction there, and you got to adapt to the digital transitions. So it's both. You got to do both.
Wow. We have all
You just say that
right
auctions have been good to us over
Yeah,
the years? Is that what you said?
And listen, they're not done yet. You think these guys are going to throw in the towel and just let it go away? You're nuts, okay? They still have a big technical and logistical advantage of storing those cars. That's a big advantage, okay? And that's just the way it is. So you got to navigate both of them, guys.
Okay, round two in
Go
the
smoke a
future.
doobie.
Yeah, this is great.
I
I love it.
like what he just heard, but that's the way it is.
We got real conversation.
Okay, Will?
Yeah.
Come on, don't get me started, buddy. Jeez, they've been here to help us? Is that what you said?
Yes. He's here.
Okay, well, we'll talk to you on the next episode.
Yes.
I'll be here. Maybe I'll be standing at an auction somewhere. We'll have the conversation.
I like it, Will. That's good advice. I appreciate it very much, and we appreciate
I appreciate
coming on.
the opportunity. Everybody be safe over the weekend, and give it hell in the corners and go easy on the straightaways. That's what Freddie Onion used to tell me. Give her hell in the corners and go easy on the straightaways. When I was taking a dealer trade to Northway Auction when I was about 100-mile drive over there, so used to have a lot of fun. I miss those days.
That's awesome.
That's good. Okay. Will, thanks a lot. Jay, we're going to let Will go, and we need to do the quick update. Will, thank you so much.
Thank you, Will.
No, thank you. Have a good weekend, everybody.
We'll see you, man.
Okay.
And, all right, perfect. Okay, so now, here we want to do this.
Hey, we should ask Will if he wants to come to this. Hey, Will, if you're listening, we wouldn't mind having you come to this.
So, I've got it pulled up on the screen here. This is the... if I can make this bigger. Oh, I can't. Okay. Auto Transport Growth Conference is April 20th. Now, so it's $100. Is that right, Ty?
Yeah, for attendee, 1-day conference, $100. It's in Kansas City, which is where I'll be. I'm going to be at this conference. No joke. And maybe Will.
Yeah, right. Auto Transport. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, we've got to try and get people going. Get them here. So here's what I'm going to do. In the live chat, I'm going to share the link. You can go check out this page. You can get signed up. Give us feedback. Let us know what you think, what you'd like to see. But this is, the coordinator on this is Nathaniel Ebel of ASAP Transport Solutions. Also here in, I think in Olathe, Kansas. And the event location will be in Lewisburg, Kansas, which is basically, is that kind of Kansas City? Yeah.
Yeah, just call it Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And that is Wednesday, April 20 this year. It's an all-day event, $100 entry fee, the Auto Transport Growth Conference.
Yeah, here's what I know for sure. There's going to be a panel, and there's going to be a dealer, auction, and car hauler guys, all different parts of the day, talking about how to make your car hauling life better. That's why I think we should ask Will if he wants to come.
Mm-hmm. Well, anybody, really?
Yeah.
I mean,
anybody,
right?
Yeah.
Anybody. Hendrik, what
Be
were
a
you
good
going to
one.
say?
April 20th.
April 20th.
Conference.
Hendrik was going to say something.
Oh, no. He said, what did you say?
Oh,
That's
he
great.
said no.
I say that's great.
Yeah.
That's
Hendrik
great.
might
All
be
right.
there with his new, Hendrik might be there with his new Raptor trailer. That's, by the way, we're going to have the Raptor trailer eventually. That's what he makes. It's the most wicked, amazing thing I've ever seen. We'll do next week, if we remember, he's got a YouTube video of it. KART Group on YouTube. KART Group. KART.
I just put kartgroup.com in the live chat. That is Hendrik's auto transport trailer website. And then you're saying there's also a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Right.
KART Group.
KART Group.
KART.
Go check out the Raptor.
And you can go also on Facebook, which is also KART Group.
Now, is it Raptor or Rapid? I thought
Rapid.
it was
Rapid is going to be there.
Rapid.
Okay,
It's
rapid.
up to the timeline how we can ship it, how we can produce it now, but we try. At least
Could
we
be
try.
a tight timeline, yeah, because things, yeah. But either way, even if you can't make the trailer, make it. If you can make it, everybody try to make
Always.
it.
That's
And
what
let
we
us
do.
know, you know.
So
yeah.
one of the things that you're going to start hearing more of that I never talk about, you're going to start hearing me talk about equipment more. You're going to start talking about what's a good equipment, what's maybe not so good equipment, right? And why do we want to spend more money for that?
What's the difference?
What's the difference, right? So this guy here, obviously I love equipment. I just don't talk about it much. Now I'm going to start talking about it more because I really believe in this guy's equipment and what he's doing for our community. The dude flew from there to here because he's passionate about this industry. And then we got great guys like Will who are passionate. I mean, did you guys see that passion? That's passion, right? Will. He's excited. Will's a cleaned up version of me, right?
We just had fireworks again, but with an executive. And Will's in the live chat. In fact, Will says that he wants to debate over a steak dinner in Kansas City.
We'll do it. Bring it, Will. April 20th.
See, I added the word debate, but it's going to happen. And I want to be there, I just want to watch. I just want ringside, ringside
Throw Ty and
barbecue.
Will on the stage.
Yeah, let's do. Oh, that'd be a great idea.
Can we use real names though?
There's a good question.
You know there's a problem when you can't say where you're at. There's a problem.
Dude,
there's a real problem, guys. When you can't say where you're at, there's a problem.
And I agree. And I'm going to say this is that's the thing. This is me and you agree on this is that as you say that, we prove, Camera One, on Auto Transport Intel, every week we prove that we are not hiding from all the things that need to be talked about. It may be the only place where we actually talk about everything that actually needs to be talked about. And that might be why the views get affected. And
that might be actually why nobody.
But we actually do it because that's actually what this industry needs.
We're all supposed to be transparent. Everybody wants to know where the cars are, and everybody's going to be accountable, but nobody can talk about it.
Exactly.
How do you get transparency, visibility, and accountability when nobody can talk about it?
You want all the fancy adverbs, but you're not going to do it.
I think it goes along the lines of what was that one you did a show on here a while back? You want it cheap, you want it fast, or you want it what? Which one do you want?
You want it cheap, fast? Is it cheap, fast, and good?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I know I love ATI. I know I love everybody, and we've got a lot of work to do. Yeah. But Will did say something, and he's right. Things are changing. The fundamentals are the same. We just got to be paying attention. We got to keep banging our head, keep punching, keep going. We're gonna make it.
We're gonna make it.
We're gonna make it. Good news. Guy from Germany says we're gonna make it.
I had help.
He's gonna help.
Hey, this is a global. We're all in the same balloon.
It's a global transport crisis.
Yeah. So, all right. Listen, I know we're now wearing out our welcome. We gotta go. We gotta say goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks, Jay. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah.
Peace out, everybody. I'll go to Camera One to finish this up. I just want to thank everybody for jumping in the live chat. We mix it up here. We never know exactly. Check. And the audio needs to drop out of the bottom of the show. Here, let me fix that. Well, I don't want to say goodbye in some kind of silent mute situation. Come on, volume. Check. Oh, man, that's crazy. Mic, 2, check. Mic, check. There we go. Now we got some audio. There we go. Now we're giving her some gas. In the live chat, everybody, thank you so much for saying hello, jumping in. Let me just do some shout-outs here real quick. John Cochran, LAI, Silvermint, Will Morris, David at Two Bears, Danny B, NYC Traffic, there's Ron. Chris Chamberlain made it in again. Thanks, Chris. Day Hopkins is here. What's going on, Day? And Ants Transportation. We got a core going on. Yes. Thank you so much. Thanks again for another great show on a Friday. Thank you, Will Morris, for jumping in and joining us. Hendrik Saar from Germany, thank you very much. Of course, thank you, Ty, for being my co-host on Fridays. Thanks, everybody. I know it's cold out there, so stay warm. Get your jump box ready. Park as close as you can. because we still got a lot of changes coming. All right, here comes the car hauler. Oh, no, that's Tuesday night. Oh, join us Tuesday night. Top 12 auto transport load boards in 2022. We have the list. We're going to unveil it Tuesday night. We're going to talk about it. We got a dispatcher and a carrier jumping in. Sue's going to be there with us. We're going to talk about the list, capacities, how long it takes to get signed up, other sign-up requirements, the links to sign up. It's a load board fest Tuesday night, so be sure to join us for that. Thanks again, everybody. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you soon.